everyone, today I'm excited to review a timepiece that blends rugged design with refined style. If you're a fan of versatile watches with GMT functionality, stick around as we take a look at this San Martin SN0129 Desert Texture GMT watch. This model not only boasts classic appeal but comes packed with features suited for everyday watch and travel alike. I noticed recently you guys love my shots, especially the one titled If Omega and Grand Seiko Have a Baby about this watch. Thus I thought it's useful for me to give you a full review about it. So let's go. Okay, this San Martin SN0129 makes a very strong first impression. Case disclaimer, I have had this watch since the start of this year in about February, okay, and the wrist time of this on my wrist is quite substantial. It's roughly at least 50% of it, and recently I've come to love it again. Okay, let's come back to the review. This watch comes in a very beautiful and sturdy case, which you will be seeing in the unboxing video. This watch has a very distinct aesthetic. It's what draws me into it. It's the sand dune dial. I believe that's what draws all of you into it to come and look at my review, right? And just before that, I'd like to mention something that this 39mm, the size gives it a very refined and balanced presence on the wrist. Perfect for those who want something between a statement piece or a subtle accessory. Look. The case is crafted from 316L stainless steel. This type of steel is known for its durability and corrosion resistance. And this model, as I mentioned, has a very unique and beautiful desert texture style. So let's take a look. And I like the way that it plays with the light. You know, at different angles, you will see two types of sand dune dial. Not sure, am I able to capture this on camera? Can you see the transition over here? Let's see. Okay. Look at one of it. It's not that obvious on camera. It's hard to capture it. But once you got hold of one and you play with it, I'm sure you will a lot under different lighting conditions, you will see actually it has a different two sides to it. Alright, so yeah, speaking of the 39mm, it would help if we know the lug to lug, right? And the lug to lug, according to the San Martin website, is about 46.5. So let's take a look with my very worn out ruler. Okay, so the lug to lug is, yeah, it's about 46 cm, which is pretty accurate, and I'm sure this will fit a lot of different wrist sizes, especially those to the average and smaller side. And the thickness is only about 13mm. At the top of the crystal, which has a slight bump up, okay, just a slight one, from the top of the crystal all the way to the bottom of the case is slightly less than 13mm, which is perfect because it fits on the wrist perfectly. It doesn't look too chunky. So one of the very eye-catching elements of this watch, apart from the sand dune dial, is the brush finish on the case. You can take a look here. See the chamfered area? It is very highly polished. You can even almost see it's like a mirror in it. You can see my window, my recording equipment, and even a part of me. And then you can see the GMT portion. Alright, it doesn't really have a two tones like some other GMT models, where the darker is the night and the lighter is represent the day. But you could actually very clearly see the brushing on it, which is really very beautiful. And under the lightings, This GMT bezel, which is a non-rotating one, shines a lot, literally. So it reflects a lot of the light under the different light play. It's really very beautiful. Over here is a brush. And then you can see the case over here, the chamfered area is actually very smooth. It is not the usual expectations that we have for a Chinese watch brand, which is like, wow, sharp edges, all this. No, this is surprisingly high quality than I expected. You know, I didn't expect when I ordered it and got it, I didn't expect to receive such a high finishing quality case. It's so awesome. And they even have a side crown, look. Although, okay, I gotta say, I'm not a very huge fan of the way the crown, their logo looks. Actually reminds me a bit of a Tag Heuer, right? But hey, at least they didn't put the word Tag Heuer here. It's Saint Martin. And alright, I'm okay with it. It's not ugly, but definitely not the best looking logo there. Okay, next let's take a look at the down hands before we go into the bracelet. As you can see, they are pretty consistent throughout. The indices, the second hands, the hour hand, and even the minute hand, they have the same material and color. It's like silver, reflective shiny silver on all of them, except for the GMT, okay, which is a darker tone. It's almost like a gunmetal, or in certain light condition is darker, is black. And if you notice something very interesting here, they added a splash of red on the second hand to match the GMT wording here. So it's quite nice. And speaking about the GMT, for those who travel frequently or just enjoy the added functionality, this feature is particularly useful. But take note that this is an office GMT movement, means you can adjust the GMT hand independently instead of the hour hand independently. I like that the GMT hand is actually a triangular shape. However, it could be bigger, such that when the minute hand overlaps with it, it might be a bit too small to see. Okay, but it's easy to differentiate because of the triangle. Let me show you how the GMT works. Okay, so this is an office GMT. So what you do is you, oh, by the way, this is a screw down crown. How awesome is that, huh? So after you unscrew it, it will just pop open like that. Nothing will happen if you turn counterclockwise or clockwise before you pull up more. But okay, you can get the winding. I'm not sure, can you hear it? Let me turn it. Okay, that's me winding it. So if you turn, this one is clockwise direction, you actually feel and hear the winding of the watch. This is an automatic watch. Alright, let's get to that later on. So nothing will happen except for winding it. So when you pull it out the first time, so slowly with your nails too, just gently pull it out. After you heard the pop, you can see this second hand stop moving, because this supports hacking, whereby everything will stop moving, including the second hand. This means that you're at the second position of it. So the second position, you can actually adjust the time. It's just the time. So one direction, and the other direction is go back. And usually when we want to adjust the date, we go to the safety zone. So usually it's at 6:30. This is to prevent the mechanism from activating, which might lead to the having issues in the future, or you might just spoil the whole movement. Okay, so after that, I push in. Okay, when you hear the click sound and then the second hand starts moving, you're done. So now we are talking about the GMT hand, right? So the GMT hand's at the first position. I am still trying to get the hang of how to Go to the first position. Okay. Okay, no, not yet. Okay. Finally I got it. So the first position is a bit challenging to get to. For those of you who know a better way, you can leave your comments in the comment section and teach me how to do it properly. I'm not sure it's the proper way, I'm just doing trial and error. So now we're at the first position, you see the second hand is still moving. And when you turn it clockwise, that's where the GMT hand will start moving. Okay, so you turn it clockwise to adjust the GMT hand. So for example, you want to keep track of a certain area, which maybe now their time is 8 p.m. 8:29 p.m. So this is 8 p.m. Then the minute hand, we will take reference to the only minute hand that we have. Okay, and what happens if we turn opposite direction? If you turn the opposite direction, the date wheel will move. For example, I want to adjust to 26. Okay, that's it. Then when you're done, you just push in. Screw it back in. Okay, so that's how you adjust the date, time, and the GMT function. Okay, now let's go to the movement. So this SN0129 is using the Seiko very reliable NH34 automatic movement. This movement is very popular for micro brands who actually has GMT watches, as it provides solid performance without pushing the price into the luxury territory. This has a 41-hour power reserve. You can set it down for a day and pick it up without having to reset it. So the movement, because this doesn't have an exhibition case, which many of us might prefer it, because you can actually engrave it via a third party and give it to your loved ones, or even write your own name as a milestone of something you have in your life. Okay, so now let's talk about the bracelet, which is also very awesome. First thing about this bracelet, it is a 20mm, which is very good because it's so versatile. You're almost guaranteed to get a strap or another bracelet easily on the aftermarket, on the third party market. But I don't think there's a need to change it unless you want to go for a leather strap to change out the style of it, or even a NATO. But personally, I've tried it on a white leather strap and I still prefer the bracelet. So let's take a look at the bracelet. As you can see, it's like a two-tone with a brush finish on the two sides of it and a highly polished area in the center of the links. And what is awesome about this bracelet, one of it is the clasp. You can hear the quality of it when I push it in. Sounds like such high quality clasp. It's so crisp. Okay, let's listen to it again. Right. And another awesome feature of this bracelet is it has the on-the-fly adjustment. Oh my god, on-the-fly adjustment. This, for those of you who are unaware, this feature on the fly adjustment only exists in very high-end luxury watches. First you press down over here at the latch, then you can adjust it. Your watch will become smaller, or it's too tight for you. Maybe you're sweating a lot, it's hot, and your watch will become bigger, the strap, the bracelet of it. How awesome is this? Press, push. That's why it's called on the fly. Although it doesn't have any micro adjustment, it's okay. This feature will solve 99% of the headaches, especially if your country has 4 seasons. It's particularly cold at some of the months, and your arm will string a bit. Okay, just no problem. Just take it out, press, push in a bit, it becomes tighter. And on days that it's hot, your arms expand, push it in, yeah, pull it out. Just like that. Okay, next we go to the water resistance. This watch, although it's not a diver's watch, but this has a 100 meters water resistant rating, despite it not being a diver's watch. So you can be assured that your watch can handle splashes, shower, and even if you want to, go for a swim. But remember to screw this back in. And next, the Lume. Okay, as I mentioned, this is not a diver's watch, so I'm okay if there's no Lume on this watch. However, St. Martin, they have given us Lume over here. So this watch is equipped with the BGW9 blue light. It's the Swiss Super Luminova. So you can see on the hands, our hand, the minute hand, the GMT hand, and all the indices, the white area. All these have Lume in it. So it makes it easy to read in low, even dark conditions, low light or dark conditions. Do note that the Lume is not the brightest, however it's sufficient to read in dark conditions. So if you are often checking the time in the dark, this is a feature you're able to appreciate. And for the price wise, consider the high quality watch you're getting, the timepiece, the case, the bracelet, the awesome on-the-fly adjustment, and the beautiful textured dial. This is only $280, and it will go even lower during sales such as 11/11, which is coming very soon at the point of this video is being recorded. You are really getting exceptional value for your money. I tell you guys, even Seiko watches nowadays does not provide such bargain. If you are willing to overlook that this watch does not have any branding or does not have any heritage history and is a Chinese brand, however it's using Japanese movement, Seiko movement. So this is a really beautiful watch which you can dress up easily or even down because of its slim profile, the simple yet elegant sand dune white dial color, and the texture, beautiful texture dial. So far we have covered on why this watch is so awesome. So let me now cover the cons of this watch that I faced wearing this for about close to more than half a year. So as the color and material of the hour, minute, seconds hand blends in beautifully against the sand dune dial and the indices. So the readability in outdoor, especially under strong sunlight conditions, could take us longer than usual to process what time is it. It's just something to consider if you prefer to read the time in an instant. So for example, on your wrist, you just want to read it instantly under harsh lighting condition. As you can see something over here, you will take a longer time, okay? But for me, I just treat it as extra eye time to appreciate and enjoy the beauty of this watch. And sometimes, even after I spend some time to look at the watch and I put down my wrist, I realize I've forgotten to read the time. I'm just enjoying how beautiful this watch is. Okay, and the next con about this watch which you might not appreciate is the Lume. Because if you're expecting a diver's watch type of Lume, you will be disappointed. Because firstly, this is not a diver's watch. The Lume is sufficient to read in dark environments, but it's just not as bright as that it will be outstanding in, for example, in a movie theater where it will cause everyone near you to look at your wrist to notice that no, this is very subtle type of Lume. Okay, final thoughts. Overall, this St. Martin SN0129 Desert Texture GMT, the white color version, is an impressive watch. It is priced extremely competitively, offers a blend of luxury, aesthetic, reliable performance that's hard to beat in the range. From its striking design, dependable NH34 movement to the GMT functionality, this watch is a versatile addition to any collection. This is a really excellent option for those who appreciate a watch which can transit seamlessly between business and casual settings, and with enough durability to handle later adventure. And oh, did I mention, the crystal on this watch is actually sapphire crystal. Perfect. So if you're looking for a GMT watch that provides high quality without breaking the bank, the St. Martin SN0129 is definitely worth a closer look. You can go ahead and save this video, and closer to the sale, open it up, look at it again, rewatch it again, decide if you really like this, and collect all the coupons and vouchers in AliExpress, and go ahead and get it. And you can get this watch through my affiliate link at no extra cost to you in the description or the comments below. Thank you so much for supporting my channel, as it will allow me to keep doing watch videos. So if you enjoyed this review, do consider giving me a like and subscribe for more watch content. Let me know in the comments if you would consider picking this model up, or if you have any questions about it. Thanks for watching.